Here's the exact process that I used to land a job in this very tough job market. So back in 2023, December 2023, I quit my tech sales job in an AI startup because I wanted to make a lot more money and I was working way too hard and I wasn't getting the money that I wanted. So I was making a little bit less than 100K. And I really wasn't happy about the situation because I couldn't really see myself progressing. And on top of that, the company was really small. So I was doing a lot more than the job description. So I wasn't obviously really happy about it. So in December 2023, I just went cold turkey, told the CEO that I'm quitting. It was a very small company, less than 50 people, and I never looked back. So I took the month of December to go traveling with some friends. And I knew that in January 2024, I had to look for another job because obviously everyone needs money. So after coming back in January 2024, I kind of knew it was going to be a very tough job market. So the first thing that I did was I actually wrote down the list of non-negotiables that I had, which were the following: 100K base minimum, fully remote role, AI startup, post Series A, and ideally a company building in an industry that I was passionate about. So I didn't want to work for an AI startup or a company that was selling to the creative industry, to the media industry, or to the gaming industry. So after writing down my list of non-negotiables, I knew that the most important thing after that was to actually craft a really good, well put together CV and LinkedIn profile. And after doing thousands of hours of research and talking to a lot of people, what I realized was that the two most important things for your CV and LinkedIn profile are, number one, metrics and achievements in your CV and LinkedIn profile, and number two, just fill up your CV and LinkedIn profile with as many keywords and industry jargons as possible, because the ATS system is going to check through your CV and LinkedIn profile. And if you don't have those metrics and if you don't have those keywords, you're not even going to get the recruiter stage interview. So after doing that, after creating a good CV and LinkedIn profile, or shall I say revamping my CV and LinkedIn profile, I got straight into the process of outreaching and applying for jobs. But I knew that if I was to just do mass applications, I wouldn't really get very far because I didn't go to a good university. I didn't have any big brand names on my CV like Google or Amazon, and other people did. So I knew that I would get completely out-competed and I would never get the job that I wanted. So what I did instead was I created a list of 100 companies that I would love to work for. And those 100 companies that I created were based on the parameters that I had in my non-negotiables. After creating the list of the 100 companies that I would love to work for, I got straight into it. So I basically blocked out 2 to 4 hours a day on my calendar every single day for applications and outreach. When I say applications and outreach, what I mean is whenever I saw a job listing from one of the companies on my list of 100 companies, I basically made sure that I was one of the first few people to apply. And before applying, I would always double, triple check my CV to make sure it's fully customized with the job description, and to fully check my LinkedIn profile to make sure it's 100% customized for that company. And then the outreach part was about making sure that the minute that I applied to a job, I would email multiple hiring managers, I would message multiple people at the company on LinkedIn, and sometimes even call them over the phone, which can be a little bit scary, but I had done a sales role before, so I kind of was used to the process. So after doing this process, I ended up getting around 25 interviews, 25 to 30 interviews. The first 5 were completely bombed. I didn't get past the recruiter call. I was making super basic mistakes. And that's because I never really interviewed for the last 2 to 3 years because I had jobs. So after bombing the first 5, the next 5 were a little bit better. I got to the second or third stage and then I would still get rejected. But I prepped a lot more. I prepped with friends, with mentors, with coaches. And then I ended the process with about 4 offers on the table. 3 of the companies that were offering me the role were not really meeting my expectations of being fully remote and other non-negotiables that I had. But there was one company that really stood out to me because of the company and the product and the fully remote opportunity, and the fact that it was a company that hadn't really gone to the big leagues, but they were about to go to the big leagues. So I knew that if I got accepted into that company, I would definitely take the role because the equity would mean a lot of money if it got to the big leagues and had an exit or went to the public markets. So I really wanted that offer, but the base salary was not as high as I wanted. So basically what I had to do was really negotiate with them, tell them that I have 3 other offers, and use some aggressive techniques to basically convince the recruiter to talk to his team and get me a much higher base than they were originally offering. So they agreed, surprisingly. I ended up getting the offer. I've been at this company for the last 10 months now. And I really wanted to make the story to help other people and hopefully this gives you some advice on what you should be doing. By the way, we have a community and a guide where I explain all of this in a step-by-step format. So if you want something like that, DM me or comment below. And look, I wish you the best of luck because it is tough out there right now.